All right, so week 5 check-in. So hopefully you've watched my ego versus real video that I just posted, but I want to go ahead and talk about this week. So one, some major wins. I hit my lowest weight that I've been since July. I actually got a 1.5, which was awesome. And that just, and eventually I'm going to do a little post on this. As you compare week to week, what you'll start to see is a new lower number and your higher numbers come down. So like if you go through 7-day cycle of weigh-ins and compare it to another 7-day weigh-in cycle, you will see a spattering of what I call low weigh-ins and high weigh-ins. And generally speaking, your lows continue to drop, your highs continue to drop, but you'll still see the spattering falls everywhere, right? Like the numbers vary a lot day to day. So that's one thing. I hit a new milestone. So I hit my very first milestone. I think I'm 12% complete, which is nice on Happy Scale app. And so all of those are win-win-wins. And I think my average loss this last week was like 0.7 pounds. So my weight was continuously trending down. Now, let's talk about last night. So last night I had my plan. I wrote everything out. I knew what I was going to do, but I got hit with the human bug. I went to Sam's. They had all the holiday deliciousnesses out. They had pecan roasted nuts and they had pumpkin pie and they had all these things. And I had samples. But one of the things is, and I'm sure you guys have figured this out, tracking those things is really difficult. So I looked at my bank and I had about 23 weeklies left that I didn't use. So I figured I would cover that. But here's the deal. Even though budgetary wise, I was fine and, all that kind of good jazz, the reality is, unless you've really been consistently tracking your weight for a long period of time, what you may not know is how foods that you are not used to consuming impact your scale weight. And I think this is an important conversation to have. So I obviously didn't do or didn't show the result today on the scale that I wanted to, but there's no loss if I can use it as a teaching tool, okay? So I ate a bunch of carbs, ate a bunch of salt, things I wouldn't normally have consumed. I really couldn't even tell you exactly how many points it was. And then I came home and my son's birthday, I wasn't planning on having any cake, but I ended up having it anyway. And so in no way was this a binge or out of control eating thing. It was just a day of eating things I didn't plan from locations and foods that I'm not accustomed to eating, definitely higher carb. And so my weight shot up more than 4 pounds overnight. Oh my God, can that happen? Absolutely it can. I say this all the time, but nobody ever hears me. Your body weight can range 2 to 6 pounds daily. Did I really gain over 4 pounds of body fat over one day when every single day prior to that you could see my weight going down? No. Did I put a serious halt on weight loss? Eat a bunch of food with sodium and carbs that I'm not used to? And retain about 4 pounds of water that I can feel today? Absolutely. Will it go away? Absolutely. If I were to correct the behaviors and decisions I'm making. If I looked at that and go, oh my God, I screwed up. Look at the scale. I'm not doing this. I feel horrible. I've been doing all this work and now the scale's up. I'm going to eat what I want. If I go with that mentality, that scale is going to stay there. If I go with the mentality, I had an off day. I ate a lot of food that I wouldn't normally eat, a lot of carbohydrates, and my scale weight is up. And today I'm just going to get back to doing my normal thing, drinking my water, eating my normal diet, doing my normal fitness, and knowing it's going to come back down, level-headed, logical, reasonable. Guess what? The scale will go back down. So I tripped on a log. I'm telling you, I tripped on a log. I'm showing you the log. I'm telling you what to do when you trip on the log, so that way we can all be in a better place. So yes, my scale weight is up. I did not touch my weight loss tracker. I did put the weight into Happy Scale. It does, when you put in a high number, it can skew the numbers right away. So just be prepared for that. Not a big deal. You can choose to leave it off if you want to. I tend to find it, it'll all balance out in the end. But generally speaking, did lose weight this week, did see a new milestone. I'm choosing to focus on the positive. Yes, I had an off night last night, and my game plan for the whole week is to save the majority of my weeklies for Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. So I hope all of that helps. I hope the video on ego versus real helps as well. I think the more we can let go of our image, what others think of us, showing up and being authentically real, saying this is my real struggle, the more we heal, because I feel better actually telling you this, we can heal, we can move on, and we can learn from each other. Had I sat on this piece of information and not shared it here, what if somebody else, and this is what actually went through my head, what if somebody else had this experience and they thought they were solely alone on it, that was just them. They were up 4 pounds overnight. Oh my God, and they totally freaked. Well, I'm not helping that person by not telling this, right? So that person, whomever that person is, might be you, might be somebody else. I thought to myself, I'd rather use this, let go of my ego, my image of what I think others expect of me, be real, share, and help somebody. And that's what I want to encourage all of us to do. Let down the ego and say, this is who I really am, this is what really happened, and this was what occurred, and we can all learn from each other. All right, you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you check in with me below. I'll talk to you soon.